Have you ever found yourself wondering if a man likes you, but he never says it out loud? Maybe he acts normal, even distant, but something about the way he looks at you or the little things he does makes you question if there's more to it. The truth is, no matter how much a man tries to hide it, his body language and subconscious behaviors will always reveal the truth. Attraction isn't something we can fully control. Our bodies respond before our minds do. A man might try to stay composed, but his eyes, posture, and even the way he speaks will give him away. You just need to know what to look for. Now, as we get older, dating and relationships can feel different. We become wiser. We know what we want, and we don't have time for games. But chemistry, that doesn't change. Whether you're in your 20s or your 50s, when someone is attracted to you, their body language follows the same patterns. In this video, we'll explore 15 clear, undeniable signs that a man is into you, even if he never says a word. These signs aren't just random clues. They're backed by psychology and human behavior. By the end of this video, you'll be able to read his signals with confidence. If you've ever had a moment where you thought someone liked you but weren't sure, this video is for you. Some of these signs might be subtle, but once you recognize them, you'll start to see attraction everywhere. Let's dive right in. Pay close attention, because men simply can't hide these behaviors when they like someone. Sign number 1, his eyes always find you. They say the eyes are the window to the soul. And when it comes to attraction, this couldn't be more true. When a man is interested in you, his eyes will always find you, no matter where you are in the room. Even if he's trying to play it cool, his gaze will naturally drift towards you. Have you ever been at a social gathering and noticed a man looking at you from across the room? Maybe you lock eyes for a split second and he quickly looks away. Or every time you glance in his direction, he just happens to be looking your way. That's no coincidence. It's an instinctive response. He's drawn to you, even if he doesn't realize it himself. Here's something you can try. Next time you think someone might be secretly watching you, hold his gaze for just a second longer. If he reacts by looking away, shyly, smiling, or even maintaining eye contact with a bit more intensity, you've caught him in the act. A man can control his words, but his eyes will always reveal the truth. If you see this sign, there's a high chance he's interested. Sign number 2, he mirrors your movements. Have you ever noticed that when you cross your legs, he does too? Or when you take a sip of your drink, he follows moments later? This isn't a coincidence. It's called mirroring, and it's one of the strongest subconscious signs of attraction. Mirroring happens when someone is deeply engaged with you, whether emotionally or physically, without even thinking about it. His body naturally syncs with yours. It's a way we create connection and show we're in tune with another person. Imagine you're sitting in a cafe with a man. You lean forward slightly, and moments later, he does the same. You tilt your head while listening, and then he mirrors that movement too. He's not doing it on purpose. His body is responding to the connection he feels. Want to test it? Try making a small change in your posture. Cross your arms, rest your chin on your hand, or adjust how you're sitting. If he follows suit, that's a clear sign he's drawn to you on a deeper level. Mirroring isn't just about attraction, it's about connection. If he's unconsciously syncing with your movements, it means he feels comfortable around you and wants to be closer. Sign number 3. His voice gets deeper around you. Have you ever noticed that a man's voice seems to change when he talks to you? Maybe it becomes smoother, lower, or even slightly huskier. This isn't something he's doing on purpose. It's an instinctive reaction to attraction. Studies have shown that men unconsciously drop their voice pitch when speaking to someone they're interested in. It's a biological response designed to sound more masculine and appealing. A deeper voice signals confidence, strength, and even intimacy. Think about this. You're in a group setting, and you hear him speaking to others in his normal tone. But when he turns to talk to you, there's a noticeable shift. His voice slows down, deepens, and becomes more intentional. This subtle change in his tone is his body's way of signaling attraction. Sign number 4. He finds any excuse to touch you. When a man is attracted to you, he'll look for ways to bridge the physical gap between you, even in the smallest ways. It might be a light brush on your arm, a playful touch on your back, or even fixing something on your clothes. These small gestures aren't random. They're his way of making a connection. Touch is one of the strongest indicators of attraction. Even accidental touches are often not accidents at all. If he's always finding subtle ways to make physical contact, it means he wants to be close to you, but might not be ready to say it out loud. Imagine you're laughing at something, and he gently places his hand on your shoulder for a moment, or maybe he playfully bumps into you while walking together. These small moments reveal more than words ever could. To be sure, pay attention to whether he does this with everyone or just with you. If he's naturally touchy with everyone, it might just be his personality. But if he reserves these small touches just for you, it's a clear sign he's drawn to you in a deeper way. Sign number 5. He leans in close when you speak. When a man is interested in you, he won't keep his distance. Instead, he'll lean in closer, whether he realizes it or not. This is a subconscious way of showing that he wants to be near you, engaged in the conversation, and connected on a deeper level. Think about this. You're at a dinner party or cafe, and while talking to him, you notice he keeps moving just a little closer. Even when he can hear you perfectly fine, he still leans in when you speak. This isn't just about hearing better, it's about feeling closer to you. This kind of body language is important because people naturally protect their personal space, except when they're drawn to someone. If he's comfortable breaking that invisible barrier, it's a strong sign he's interested. Want to test it? The next time he leans in while talking to you, take a small step back. Nothing too obvious, just subtle. If he unconsciously follows your movement and leans in again, that's a clear sign he's magnetized to you. Sign number 6. His pupils dilate when he looks at you. Our eyes give away more than we realize. When a man is attracted to you, his pupils will literally widen when he looks at you. This happens because attraction triggers the brain to release dopamine, a hormone that causes pupil dilation. It's an involuntary reaction, meaning he has no control over it. Think about a time when you were deeply engaged in a conversation with someone you found fascinating. You probably didn't notice it, but your pupils naturally grew larger. The same thing happens when a man is drawn to you. His body responds before he even realizes it. Here's how you can spot this sign. The next time you're talking to him, take note of his eyes. If they appear darker or wider than usual, especially under good lighting, it's a strong indicator that he's fully engaged and attracted to you. This sign is subtle, but one of the most reliable clues because it's purely biological. He can't fake it or control it. So if you catch his pupils dilating when he looks at you, you can be sure he's feeling something strong. Sign number 7, he laughs at even your silliest jokes. Laughter is one of the clearest signs of connection. When a man is attracted to you, he will laugh, sometimes a little too much, even at your most ridiculous jokes. It's not just about the humor, it's about wanting to make you feel good and showing that he enjoys being around you. Think about this. You tell a joke that isn't even that funny. Maybe a simple pun or a light-hearted comment, and he chuckles in it anyway. He's not just being polite, he genuinely wants to engage with you. His laughter is his way of keeping the conversation going and making you feel like you have his full attention. Sign number 8, he gets nervous around you. Even the most confident men can become a little nervous when they're around someone they're attracted to. When a man likes you, he might fidget, adjust his clothes, touch his face, or stumble over his words, things he normally wouldn't do. Think about it. If he's usually smooth and in control, but suddenly seems flustered around you, that's not by accident. Maybe he fixes his shirt repeatedly, runs his hand through his hair, or keeps adjusting his watch. These small movements are unconscious ways of dealing with the excitement and pressure of being near someone he finds attractive. A classic sign of nervous attraction is when he starts talking fast, losing his train of thought, or saying something awkward and immediately trying to correct himself. It's as if his brain is racing ahead of his words. Want to test this? Pay attention to his hands. If he keeps touching his face, rubbing his palms together, or fiddling with objects while talking to you, his nerves are giving him away. Nervous energy isn't a bad thing. It means he cares about how he comes across to you. If you see these signs, it's because he doesn't want to mess things up. Sign number 9. He always finds ways to be near you. When a man likes you, he doesn't leave things to chance. He will make sure he's around you as much as possible, even if he's not ready to say anything outright. His actions will show that he enjoys being in your presence. Think about this. You're at a social gathering, and somehow he always ends up near you. Maybe he sits next to you when there are plenty of other seats available, or you notice that he keeps finding excuses to pass by you, even if he has no real reason to be there. This isn't just a coincidence. When we're attracted to someone, we naturally gravitate toward them. It's an unconscious need to be closer, even without direct interaction. Want to test this? Try moving across the room at an event and see if he eventually makes his way over to your area. If you keep running into him by accident, it's likely that he's positioning himself near you on purpose. A man who is drawn to you will create opportunities to be close to you, because for him, being near you feels better than being anywhere else. Sign number 10, he tries to impress you. When a man is attracted to you, he will naturally want to stand out and show his best qualities. He might not say, "Look at me, I'm amazing," but his actions will do the talking. Whether it's through his achievements, knowledge, humor, or even his appearance, he'll make an effort to get your attention. Imagine this. You're having a casual conversation, and he suddenly brings up an accomplishment, maybe a project he's proud of, a recent success at work, or a skill he's mastered. He's not just talking for no reason. He wants you to notice. Some men might try to impress you by dressing better when they know they'll see you, subtly flexing their intelligence, or even going out of their way to be helpful. It's his way of saying, "I want you to see me as someone valuable." Want to test this? Give him a small, genuine compliment. If he lights up or seems extra pleased, it's because he was hoping you'd notice. A man trying to impress you isn't about arrogance, it's about wanting to be worthy of your attention. If he's making an effort, it's because he truly cares what you think. Sign number 11. He playfully teases you. Teasing is one of the oldest flirting techniques in the book. When a man likes you, he will often use playful teasing as a way to create a fun, light-hearted connection. It's his way of keeping things interesting while testing the waters of attraction. Think about this. He might jokingly call you out on something small, like the way you always order the same drink, or how you laugh at your own jokes. Maybe he gives you a silly nickname, gently pokes fun at your habits, or challenges you in a friendly way. This kind of teasing isn't meant to be mean. It's meant to make you smile and keep the conversation playful. The key here is how he teases you. If he's singling you out in a group in a fun and positive way more than others, that's a strong clue he's using humor to create a unique bond with you. Want to test it? Playfully tease him back and see how he reacts. If he enjoys the back and forth and keeps it going, that's a sign he's fully engaged with you. When a man teases you, he's not just joking around. He's inviting you into a private, flirtatious connection. Sign number 12. He compliments you in subtle ways. Not all men are bold enough to openly say, "You're beautiful." But when a man likes you, he won't be able to resist giving you subtle compliments. Instead of the obvious, he might notice the little things, your laugh, your energy, or even the way you talk. Think about this. He doesn't just say, "You look nice today." Instead, he might say, "There's something about your smile that makes people feel comfortable," or "I love how you always find the positive in every situation." These kinds of compliments show that he's paying attention to who you are, not just how you look. Men who are a little shy might drop compliments in casual ways, like mentioning how they always enjoy talking to you or how they appreciate your sense of humor. These small comments mean more than you think because they come from a place of genuine admiration. Want to test it? Pay attention to the details. If he's complimenting the unique aspects of who you are, he's showing that he sees and appreciates the real you. Sign number 13. He remembers random details about you. When a man likes you, he doesn't just listen, he remembers. Even small, seemingly unimportant details stick in his mind because he's genuinely interested in you. Think about this. You casually mention your favorite coffee order in passing, and a week later, he surprises you by remembering exactly how you like it. Or maybe you once told him about a childhood memory, and he brings it up later in conversation. These little moments aren't just polite, they're personal. Most people forget details unless they care. If he remembers random things about you, your favorite book, a place you've always wanted to visit, or even how you take your tea, it means you've made an impression on him. Want to test it? Casually bring up something you mentioned before and see if he remembers. If he does, it's not by accident. He's mentally storing details about you because you matter to him. A man who listens with intention is a man who truly values your presence. If he remembers the little things, it's because you're important to him. Sign number 14. He acts differently around you. When a man likes you, his behavior will naturally shift when you're around. He may become more talkative, more reserved, or even a little awkward. Either way, you'll notice that he's not quite the same as he is with others. Think about this. You see him laughing and joking effortlessly with his friends, but when he's with you, he seems more thoughtful or even a bit nervous. Or maybe he's usually quiet, but when you're around, he suddenly has more to say. These shifts in behavior aren't random. They're signs that he's conscious of how he comes across to you. Some men try to impress you by acting more confident, cracking more jokes, or sharing interesting stories. Others might become a little shy, afraid of saying the wrong thing. Either way, if he acts differently around you, it means he's aware of your presence in a way that he isn't with other people. Want to test it? Observe how he interacts with his friends versus how he interacts with you. If there's a clear difference, it's because you affect him in ways he might not even realize. Sign number 15. He doesn't want the conversation to end. When a man likes you, he'll do anything to keep the conversation going, even when there's nothing left to say. He's not just talking for the sake of it. He's prolonging the interaction because he enjoys your company and doesn't want it to end. Think about this. You say something simple like, "Well, I should get going," but instead of wrapping up, he suddenly asks another question or brings up a new topic. Maybe he repeats something he already said, just to keep the exchange alive. He's stalling, finding reasons to keep you engaged, because deep down, he's not ready to say goodbye. This happens in person and over text. If he keeps responding with follow-up messages, even when the conversation could have naturally ended, that's a strong sign that he's invested. Want to test this? Next time, casually mention that you need to leave and see how he reacts. If he hesitates, lingers, or tries to keep you talking just a little longer, he's hooked. A man who wants to keep the conversation going is a man who doesn't want to let you go. So now that you know these 15 undeniable signs, what should you do next? The truth is, some men will show all these behaviors but never make a move. Why? Because of fear, doubt, or the belief that they aren't good enough for you. Many men worry about being rejected or assume you're not interested unless you make it absolutely clear. That's why, if you notice these signs in a man you like, don't be afraid to give a little encouragement. You don't have to be the one to make the first move, but small gestures can go a long way. Here are a few simple ways to signal your interest. Hold eye contact a little longer when you talk to him. Smile warmly when you catch him looking at you. Lightly touch his arm when you're laughing or talking. Playfully tease him back when he does it to you. Ask him follow-up questions to show you enjoy the conversation. Sometimes a man just needs a little reassurance to find the confidence to take the next step. But what if you're not interested? If you notice these signs in a man and you don't feel the same way, it's always best to be kind but clear. You can acknowledge his effort while keeping your boundaries in place. Attraction is fascinating because no matter how much we try to control it, our body language always tells the truth. The way a man looks at you, moves around you, and responds to you will reveal his feelings before his words ever do. So, next time you're wondering if a man likes you, pay attention to these 15 signs. If you see several of them, chances are he's more interested than he's letting on. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed these signs in a man before? Which ones stood out the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your experiences. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights on relationships, attraction, and understanding human behavior. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.